welcome you and to order the special City Council meeting of September 27th, 2023. And are so glad you're all here today. And I will ask the manager to please call the roll.
Councilmember Caulfield. Here. Mayor Hodges.
Here.
Councilmember Wiener. Here. And Mr. McMillan. Councilmember McMillan.
With that, we do have a quorum. So we will continue with the meeting and moving on to our Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on our agenda is our public comment portion of the meeting. Certainly a very important part of the meeting. We always want to remain in good dialogue with our community. If anybody here would like to speak, you're warmly welcomed to the podium. I just remind you, you have 3 minutes. Our city manager will manage the clock. We just ask that you state your name and your street and then share your thoughts. Is there anybody here who would like to be heard? Yes, welcome.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Gardner. How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you. Here. First off, thank you for the opportunity. Ben Gardner, Grosse Pointe Park, Beaconsfield. Just want to call attention to some concerns that apply, I think, around the state, of the country, frankly, to how our election officials are staffed, resourced. I understand there's going to be a big update today of the clerk position. Excited about that. Also, just want to thank you for the work you're doing in the interim. It's a difficult situation with the vacancy. I'm not here to claim that I have all the inner knowledge of what transpired. I've heard reports about concerns about not having adequate resources for the past clerk. Again, I'm not here to sort of say whether that's true or not, because this is my first city council meeting in Grosse Pointe Park. So what I will say is I just would ask that as you appoint the next clerk, really hope that you strongly consider the resources they truly need with early voting implementation taking place next year. 9 days of early voting, I'm sure you all know, it's a substantial investment. From our position, my day job with voting rights organization, All Votings Local, we've seen elections just chronically get underfunded at every level. And so to whatever extent you can, we just ask that you support the new clerk with the resources they need. And that's really all I want to say. So thank you.
Thank you. I'll put this page in your scrapbook, your first number. Is there anybody else who would like to be heard tonight? All right, we'll close the public comment portion of the meeting. Thank you. And we'll move into our new business item, well worth a special meeting. So thank you, City Manager Seisland, for convening us this evening. And I'll turn it over to you to kick off the confirmed city clerk hire agenda item.
Thank you, Mayor Hodges and members of council, for those attending a special meeting today. So with great pleasure, I'll read a summary a little bit about Bridget Bowler, our future city clerk. Our former city clerk took a position in another community, and so we had a vacancy with the clerk's office. City advertised in the MML and Michigan Association of Municipal Clerks. Reviewed applications after a thorough review, subject to council confirmation today. I'm recommending we hire Mrs. Bowler to be the new city clerk for the city of Grosse Pointe Park. Bridget joins us with about 4 years of experience as a deputy clerk in River Rouge. Also in her role at River Rouge in a couple of different capacities, very interesting, was she manages the police and fire retirement assistant administrator for pensions and employee retirement system admin. So I got to meet Bridget and talk about this. This was pretty wild because we're a MERS community, handled by the state, but River Rouge, in their example, was they handled the pension on their own. So Bridget was also handling those aspects for River Rouge. She's a Michigan professional municipal clerk, election official as well. And she has educational background from Henry Ford Community College in business management and as a MAP level 1 and 2 from the Michigan Association of Pensions. Bridget is a member of the Michigan Association of Municipal Clerks, Wayne County Clerks Association. And I do have a couple things that Bridget volunteers her time that I put in the public report. Bridget and I, we talked about, kind of expanding upon, what would you like the community to know in that? So, I'll ask Bridget after that if she wants me to read all of them or maybe just a couple. But just for our case in point, which I was really proud to put in the public packet today, is Bridget volunteers and promotes community events, but not limited to No Kids Without a Christmas, helping almost 400 kids in the Backpacks and Kicks giveaway carnival, helping kids with much needed supplies throughout this coming school year. When I interviewed Bridget, one of the things obviously we're looking for not only the city clerk is somebody that, could hit the ground running right away because we got an election coming in November, but also somebody that was passionate about the job. When I interviewed Bridget, I found that this is someone that is truly passionate about the city clerk's role and their community. When she mentioned community events, I thought, okay, one or two. My list Bridget gave me is maybe 15 items on here of all the volunteer work she does. And it's truly amazing. I know this council has talked about having somebody really community minded and that, getting to community is important. And I think Bridget will also, not only in the city clerk's role in elections, but also help us with maybe events we need to look at, or what we can do in the city clerk's office and the city hall, which are, I told her this community, they want ideas. I think Bridget is the type of person that's going to bring the right ideas and be able to challenge us as well as myself. And I want to do everything in my power to be able to help her with the right resources and the right team. And we also connected quite a bit because she's got quite a family history in River Rouge with her family being in the mayoral office and her husband working in public works. And so it's pretty neat. I think we're going to have quite a good candidate here. So without further ado, Bridget, if you'd like to come up and maybe say a few words or maybe a couple highlights that you feel the council and the public should know, please do.
And this is my granddaughter.
Oh my goodness. Welcome, Bridget.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Nick Seisland. He came to me and this happened so fast. I was not expecting to be looking for a job to leave for River Rouge. It's my hometown. I love it. I've been crying for a week because I'm going to miss everybody. Our family has been in there. My grandfather was on commission for over 40 years. My father-in-law was mayor for 17 years. So our family has very strong ties there. Mayor Campbell is here tonight because he's here to support me as well. It's sad for our city, but it's going to be a great thing for Grosse Pointe Park. I'm super excited to be here. You guys have a beautiful community. And when Nick and I were talking, I'm just like, what do you need, Nick? I can bring you a parade. You want a parade? So the parade company already let me know you do have a parade and they will be bringing floats here. We love to bring ideals. We've always been so much in our community, everything. I mean, if anyone ever needs anything, we're there to help. We brought the 911 program with Mimi's Missions in our police department. I thought that was something huge that we needed to bring. And we were actually the first city to start that off. And I heard that you guys know, because I said, Nick, do you have the 911 Ready program here with your police department? I love my police and fire guys. My pension board, I'm still crying about because those guys have taught me so much. My attorneys, my investors, Bill Burke, he called me today, and I'm just like, I know, Bill, I'm going to miss you guys, but I hope that I can bring a lot of the relationships that I have there here. Warren Evans, he sent me a message. He's super excited that I'm over in Grosse Pointe Park. And I said, the Wayne County, your guys' road guys have been calling me. And I'm just super excited because I know the connections that we have will make a difference here, like I'm making in River Rouge. I'm super excited my city, but I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And I look forward to working with all of you. And I'm very personal with my council. My council do call me in the middle of the night if they need anything. And I've never had a problem with that. We want to make sure that you guys are happy as well as I am. I know that, very family oriented. And as you can tell, I have my son Nicholas and my other granddaughter is here now. And this is my main reason is my family. I love my boys and my granddaughters and my daughter-in-law, my sister-in-law, and they're here to support me, and this is a huge decision. And I want to make you guys very proud. I want to make it very successful. I called Wayne County election and I wanted to find out what can I do to help you before I come here to make sure that this was the correct move for me to make myself. And I'm very proud that the last election that I ran, we were one of the only 3 communities in the Wayne County area that passed with flying colors. And so they told me, don't worry, Bridget, you're gonna do just fine on the parks. And I heard that you guys did great on your last election. And you guys, the girls from Dominion actually came up this morning and they told me how you guys were one of the first to get your numbers. And so I'm like, oh, now I got high standards I gotta live up to. But they're willing to work with me. And so is Wayne County. And I think that it's gonna be a great relationship here. And I look very forward to being in this community. And I hope that I can help make a difference like I did in River Rouge.
My goodness, folks, we need to make this motion faster. What is this woman?
Does that give you any questions?
Why don't we get a motion on the table and then we can,
Motion.
is there a motion to approve Bridget Bowdler as the city clerk commencing immediately, correct? Moved by Caulfield, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by McMillan. Is there any discussion before we take the vote?
I'm ready.
All right, Nick, you wanna call the roll?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem Caulfield? Yes. Councilmember Wiener?
Yes.
Councilmember McMillan?
Yes.
And Mayor Hodges?
Yes, motion carries. We have a wonderful. Brendan and Michael, you must be so proud of your mom. What a wonderful leader, and she's making leaders out of you too. So thank you to the whole Bowdler family for being here today
Yeah.
and crying too. I'm so proud of this one. I promise you. Well, and as Mr. Gardner pointed out, we need an outstanding clerk to ensure that we continue to meet the public trust and the expectations of very well-run elections. So it looks like we found the right person. Nice job. You did. And thank you, Bridget, for your willingness to share your talents with us and for going above and beyond and also serving well beyond just your professional obligations. And Mayor Campbell, welcome.
Yes.
You shouldn't be in the peanut gallery, you know, you should be up here. We owe you big.
And you guys come into my office and give my questions. Come on in. It'll be your first time in the office. If you want to work in election, I'm sure we're always looking for election inspector.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Our community to be involved.
Any final comments or?
I just thought when I read this, I saw the volunteerism that said, but not limited to. And I'm thinking, wow, you already have 400, you're taking care of the kids without a Christmas, the backpack giveaways, but not limited to. And then City Manager Seisel says 14 or 15 other things as well.
Read off the couple.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Bridget's been the River Rouge Parade president for 17 years. River Rouge Days Committee for 14 years, founder of River Rouge No Kids Without Christmas. It's a 2-day Christmas parade throughout the city of Santa to pass out gifts to children. Partnered with DTE, Mayor Odette of Woodhaven, Tom Gore's Foundation to provide coats, hats, and gloves to over 2,400 children over the past 8 years. Partnered with ARFF Animal Rescue Funding Foundation to bring free dog food, straw, dog houses, like animals in need. Partnered with Dr. Greer Woodhaven Animal Hospital, bringing free rabies shot program to help get animals vaccinated and increase animal licensing in the city of River Rouge. Partnered with River Rouge Police Department, BB's mission, create relationships between the children of River Rouge and police department. That was something Bridget and I talked about, was very passionate for her with the public safety officers and having those relationships. So we're going to and created a fall festival and chili cook-off for the residents of River Rouge. We have this, it's called Chili Fest here, so we'll definitely get involved with that. Commissioner on the Economic Development Commission for 6 years. Partnered with Means Mission, Our Lady of Scapular, No Kids Without Christmas, provided over 300 Easter baskets for children. Easter egg month. And then also partnered with Mimi's Micio and River Rouge Police Department, bring 911 ready bags to bring autism awareness to the community and to the public safety officers during emergencies, which is something that Chief Gerald did introduce to us. And I know Chief Bostic also wanted to continue this program. That was very important. And then, as I mentioned before, the Secretary of Admin for the Police and Fire Retirement System. So it's There's a lot of volunteers and.
Yeah.
Give you run for your money.
And I heard Bridget and I had a tour around the community. I wanted to show her not only the opportunity here in our parks, also, where the election operations are at, so she knows everything so she can hit the ground running. And, we just had a good city hall and, definitely said about the parks, so that was something to be said. And so I said, we can make
We also brought Food Truck Friday, which.
Food Truck Friday.
Yeah, and Nick and I talked about, I own 24 concessions here myself, but I decided that it wasn't best for me to bring my own, so I brought other, food trucks in from other areas. And we did a variety and rotated, I've been in the business, I understand that I don't want to have too many food trucks there because I want them to make money and come back. So I bring a couple in, every other Friday to our city to bring us different types of food. And we would set up picnic tables at our park and everyone really came to enjoy it. I had my nice food truck Friday, this Friday, at our park right now. And that's something that we'll have fun with.
Right, so that's excited to have it. Yeah.
What if your family comes and joins you and we get a photo or something?
Yeah.
Madam Mayor, why don't you go? Okay.
Come on, everybody.
The one time.
Pictures of maybe just you and the mayor as well afterwards.
No problem.
Thank you. And it's the lighting and these things
All right.
It's not great, so. Organize this, Michelle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not Renee, so.
Let's get behind the shirt.
No.
Come on.
You guys sit, you're right Like, come on, man, get on there, yeah.
Come on, Mayor. You know that.
Come on, Mayor.
Maybe.
The meeting of the mayors.
Yes. So this is my father. This is my father, the retirement.
A big fan. Okay.
Sorry, people like.
You gotta all say you're way up. That's right, we should.
Let's make a motion.
Manager, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, meeting adjourned at 5:20.
Oh, it's all right.
Sorry, they were just.
Adjourn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we adjourn.